1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and stop. Okay, hands up, reach down. 1, 2, 3, to your right, 2, 3, to your left, center. Inhale, exhale. Hands up, reach down. 1, 2, 3, to your right, 2, 3, to your left, 2, 3, center. Inhale, exhale. Hands up, reach down. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Center. Inhale, exhale. Hands on your waist. Circular movements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Center. Cross. Knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Center. Hands on your waist. Neck turning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Back and forth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Center. Tilt to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Center. Down. Circular movements. 1, 2, 3. Reverse. 1, 2, and 3. Center. Hands up. Inhale. So I heard someone. Anybody here? Huh? Oh. Arthur. Okay. Hey, they can self temperature. Okay. Spread your feet. Turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, and stop. Okay, Sana, stretch it out. It's Arthur. He's changing his shoe. Switch. 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 Straighten the front knee. Switch. 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 Center. So does Arthur know we're in here? Does he know? Arthur? Oh, hey Arthur. We just didn't know whether you knew we were here or not.
I get 2 police actions on the way over there.
2 police actions?
Down in 10 minutes.
Oh yeah? Was it raining? As it was raining pretty hard. Okay, we shake it out. Okay, deep breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, wrists. Okay, switch, reverse. and Sana. Okay, bigger circle. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and stop. Okay, shake it out. Okay, arm swings, press, release, exhale, inhale. And stop. Okay, hands up. Pull an inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, let's do a leg swing. Ready? Starting with your right side. So I'll turn around. Ready? Okay. Switch. And Sana. Okay. Out to the side. Okay. Switch. Okay. Sana, shake it out. Deep breathing. Silk rilling. Okay, switch. Okay, cross, open, and close. Switch. Okay, center, circular movements. Okay, lower hoop. shoulder height. Elbows down. Palms down. Extend. Okay, deep breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay. Pat the horse's mane, no diagonal flying. Switch. Okay, cloud hands. Okay, carry tiger to the mountain. Okay, center, infinity sign. Form the fist. Okay, palms together, strum the lute. Okay, center, thumbs up. Switch. And center, center, turn, draw the bow. Okay, center, fan to the back. Okay, Sana, raise the hand. Okay, Sana, deep breathing, hands up. Okay, so we'll go through the mirror image form. We're ready. So just follow your own movements. So we would be facing this way now. Brush knee 4 times. Then we'll step to the side, fan to the back, turn, just so we can at least see ourselves turning toward the mirror. And then form the fist, and then we'll turn back to the front and punch. Divert, block, punch, leopard and tiger springs to mountain. And then we sit back, step to the side. So superimpose the position here so we can turn and look toward the mirror so we can see the raising of the hand. And this is actually right in the beginning of the form, on the long form, except the hands would be on the right side on the inside. This is left out. Stork flaps wings. Then we step up. Okay, and then, okay, so the stork flaps wings ends up here. And we relax. Step up for left side, grasp the sparrow's tail. See the lines going to the rear corner, across, push to the left corner, hook your wrists, reach out, open the stance, hold the ball, reverse the ball, diagonal flying. So in this instance we have to step backwards to neutral, stroke down, part the horse's mane, step up, neutral position, stroke down, part the horse's mane. Then we can cross corner, sit back, 1, shift, 2, 3, 4, 5. So very deliberate shift, cross over, put your weight over that foot, step through, 1, 2, 3. Hook your wrist, step to the corner, open the stance, bring this hand down, meet at the wrist, cloud hands. Single whip, and we close the form. So good. So when you get to see yourself do it, it's much clearer to see if your movements are staying in the, you know, in the framework. All right. So let's go through the regular form with the mapping. All right. Okay, starting here. Yeah, short form. Want to join in? Short form? Pardon me? Yeah, we can go in the back. Oh, okay. Okay. With shoulder width preparation. Okay, deep breathing, inhale. So any of those postures not clear, anything you want to work on just on that specific form? And then if not, then we can move on to the long form. We still got a lot of time. So anything in there, Arthur, anything? Rena? No, not particular? Okay. So let's just run through the long form first, and then we'll see if there's any places that you might want to get stuck. All right, or you got stuck. Okay, ready? So we're going to go right into the long form now. Okay, deep breathing. So what time is it? About 6:10? Yeah, we have some time. So we have any questions? Maybe a section you want to work on? Because this is the long form side of the class. So we can, or you have any questions about Tai Chi in itself? Maybe some concept or principle that you've heard and not clear about? That way, even though we're streaming this out, that it gives you an idea of, it gives something to discuss, or whether it's principle, concept, ideas. Okay. Pa-
The next one, do we start from here?
So,
Or we do the same thing
so actually, I've been teaching it, or I've taught it as similar on the lifting side, but the setup is the second time is a little bit more direct, because when you're here, stroke down, hold the ball, and then here, then the second time I do it, it just comes together. Okay. So pat the horse's mane is like diagonal, but pat the horse's mane. If you look at the movement slowly, the first movement is like this. The second movement is pull down. When you go like this, it's capturing the hand and then coming up the arm like this, right? So you have the visualization. You can imagine that you can pull down. But once you pull the hand here, you might want to capture it and then come up, right? So that's why when you go like this, that gives you the other hand capturing and then coming up. So in reality, you're practicing a motion so it has functionality. Now, if I just go like this, that becomes one movement, whereas I didn't have the pull down on the second one as visually direct. See what I mean? So, if I were to use a sample, maybe I can borrow Kim's arm for a second, Even though this is social distancing, but we're not really, we're okay, yeah. So imagine if I pull down like this, I might slip my hand here. So you don't have to go too low, but just using this as here. If I go like this, then it allows me to bring this. So when I go like this and I bring this hand over, I'm essentially doing that and then coming up for the arm bar. Now, if I just do this, then that becomes a little quicker and it's just more like that. But well, this is like this, and then that's like that. This is actually this, or this, or this. See, so that's what you're doing. Cloud hands essentially is that too. If I take cloud hands and I go like this, and I go like this, it becomes arm bar. Or if I turn and use it as a reversing. So when the hands switch, essentially what happens, just like yesterday I talked about the cross hand position in Kung Fu. When you cross hands, it's an exchange from side to side. That's all it is exchange from side to side. If I took her hand and I just go like this, and I just go like this, I captured the hand actually. So what I use is this. See? Right? And then that comes like that. But that's just speeding it up. But that's how fast you would actually have to do it. You can't go like that and then go like that and go like that, right? But that's what happens. So when you reverse the ball and you come like that, the hand becomes sudden. Because movements that happen is very sudden. It's not, you don't have a lot of time to think about it. So that's what's happening. That's when quickness. Well, so size makes a difference, because if you go, it's going to take forever. So the circle, like when you reverse the ball, it's just reversing. So you have that. If you do the Tai Chi broadsword or you do the gim, then you go like this, right? We chop like this, and it switches hands. That's the kind of exchange you have, the dexterity that you have when you move, when you reverse the ball. We do it slow motion, but you're programming this in your body so that when you reverse, depending on how big you reverse. So the first kick, we have a big reversal, right? It's fairly big, and it's pretty defined. Then after, later on, after say we do 2 punches to the ear, it can be a little smaller, right? And that one doesn't have it. And then, so when the hands spread, this is a slap. So the hand, when a hand spread, that's a slap, and this is a control. See, so when this goes like this, that pushes out, so it looks like this. But you don't see the push. It's just that is so it's a separation, splitting. So it's like opening your curtains, right? You just open them up, or you open them up. So that's opening and closing, spreading and closing. So closing is pulling it in. So that's really direction of movement. When we do our form, we have to direct the movement, so we know the direction and the consciousness of that intent, because the mind has an intent, and that intention is really what we do throughout the day. Whatever we intend to go to the supermarket, we intend to turn the key. The mind thinks of that, and you do it. The mind thinks of this, and you do it. The mind thinks of this, you do it. The mind thinks like this, and you do it. So in movement, you have to teach your body how to create those actions. Just like turning a key. In the beginning, working with a key, you probably had a little trouble. Even today, you probably fumble a little trying to get it into the keyhole. If it's not exactly right, it doesn't work. And then you have to see which way it turns. Sometimes it goes this way, sometimes it goes this way. To unlock the door depends on, And if you haven't done a specific lock, you'd have to. So when you're turning like this, or you're turning, this action is actually called coupling. Like a couple, it's working together. A coupling is when it's like a joint. So coupling is when this goes like that and this goes like that. See, so turning a key is actually a coupling action. So reversing the ball is a coupling action. See, so it has a mechanical advantage, because if you just took a key and you just use your thumb, it doesn't work. If you just use the bottom finger, it doesn't work. You have to use both of them for you to get the even twist. So when you take the hand and you go like this, and you go like this, that action and that action, they complement each other. See, that's why when you turn and you turn, one hand is up, one hand is down. One hand is up, one hand is down. So all of these are some type of mechanics, so we take it to the body. Now we have body mechanics. You only have machinery mechanics. Everything is work off of, it's a term to describe, like I guess an action. So, yeah. So that's part the horse's mane. Now when we turn, so we start from here, stroke down. The second one, just turn, just hold the ball. So one is like silk reeling, right? One is silk reeling is this, right? That's silk reeling, right? Pull down is this, hold the ball is this. So that's more like diagonal flying. Yeah, shoulder stroke. Yeah. This is different on the stroke here, because you're captured, but a shoulder stroke is also present in the movement, because no movement really comes just up to here. It really comes from here. So if you're including the body in the movement and you lean first, turn second, and then turn again, and then reset, then all of those actions happen in specific planes of motion. And each plane of motion becomes sort of a phase of your movement. So each phase has to tie into action in the body. It could be your torso, it could be your hip, it could be your foot, depending on where it is. It could be your lean. When the hip and the feet, when this straightens, this becomes that. So now you have a shoulder stroke. If I go like this, in this position, then that becomes a strike with the shoulder. We don't see it as an action because it's so small, but if you bump like this and then open the shoulder like this, there's two actions, right? You can contract or not necessarily, you align it. Because when you go like this, it actually is leaning, so it's not contracted. Yeah. Because if you went like this and then went like this, so they're two different actions. She had her hand on my shoulder just to feel. If I contract this, that goes up. If I go like this, that leans. If I lean and she feels that, and I go like that, it's a turn. So I go like this, turn, and then turn, and then turn, and then turn, it becomes, right? That's a manipulation of your shoulder. That's a shoulder stroke.
Do you have time to clarify
Yeah.
high pat the horse?
High pat the horse? Yeah, high pat.
Especially with the footwork.
So high pat the horse is this. Right. Sometimes high pat the horse is this. So separating and doing this is part of high pat the. So think of diagonal flying as and pat the horse is on the oblique. In our high pat the horse, because I can't really say for that it's only done that way, but we do it. High pat the horse is horizontal splitting. Now because we're here and we switch the hands, that's your high pat the horse movement, like patting a horse, like you're stroking the mane of the horse. High pat the horse, right? And then you turn. So you're here. So you separate, flip, fold, and kick. So high pat the horse is this. We have it at the end of the form where we're like this. We lean and then open, sit back, and turn. You see? Yeah, and they face each other. Yeah. So the facing there is splitting, right? It's opening. So she has her hand on top of here, and I go like this. It becomes an opening, right? So she hears here, I open, then I turn. And then I come up like this, then I kick, or whatever, right? So between here, and here is action. But I want to take this and then cross it over so I can control on this side and use this. Yeah. So the action is that. So, why does functionality help? Or at least understand the movement? Because the size really makes a difference, because it has to be proportional to the action. You can't make a movement too big, because then it's a waste of time, it's a waste of space, it's a waste of your energy, because you're reaching. When you just go like this, you flip, it's nothing, right? When you put your hand here, right, and I go like this, you don't feel resistance here. You feel a pivoting here. You see?
Yeah.
So if I had my hand here and I go like this, it could be, you push on here. It doesn't resist, because you know why? Because that point becomes like, sort of like it disappears. It's just there for attachment, but it's not there to resist. So that's what you deal with forces. So half at the horse is spreading, but it's redirecting at the same time. So if you capture my arm, grab my arm, and I want to come across like this, and then I turn like this, then it creates forces. So, but your hand is actually losing grip because it's just moving around. So you have in Kung Fu, right? Boom, boom, boom. Why do we need to move the arm? Because it's just doing that. When the hands are here, and then I go like this, same thing. She holds my hand here, and I go like this, and I turn like this. It's the same idea. This one goes like this. This one goes like this. So this is the first phase of the movement. Then I turn my wrist, and it changes directions. So every time you turn your hand over, it changes the direction. If I go like this, it goes that way. If I go like this, it goes that way. If I go like this, it goes that way. If I go like this, it goes that way. So you have all of these based on directing your movement, yeah.
So, would I be wrong to think that this is in a way an extension or the same as reverse the ball?
It in a sense,
That you use your elbows on reverse the
yeah. So reversing the ball is passing to horizontal to vertical.
ball? Yeah,
This is actually
only horizontal.
it's hard. It has a component of flipping when it changes, but in this side, it's folding and unfolding. It's this would be more in a concept of folding and stacking. Folding would be if you press, say you press here, you're sitting, push in toward here, it would fold,
Yeah.
right? And then stacking would be pressing down, like this is stacking. So you put your hand under here, this would be stacking. So you create a pressure downward. This creates a pressure splitting or opening. So stacking would be, so when I'm here, right, I stack. I fold and unfold. When I flip, I begin to stack, cross, and fold. So stacking creates sort of a pressing energy, because pressing is really connecting the two sides. The press becomes the energy side of the other hand to create something on this side, that this side really doesn't do anything. This is the passive side, this is the active side. So the pressing becomes a joining of that. So if I have my hand here, if I go like this, and I just stiffen your arm, and I go like this, you feel strength. Actually, you don't have any more strength here. It's this one. So this one is just a sort of a conduit to connect. This is the press. This press, if I go like this, you feel strength. This one is strength, but I actually have taken this into sort of a negative. So when you cover and you press and you open, then you flip, this becomes a cross hand with a press and then a fold. Now a fold becomes a cross hand position. Also a press. See, a press on the inside. Cover is a position, one low, one high. Right?
And press, we're going to step forward?
Cover. So you have press and cover in the two actions. One is pressing, and when I turn, this would be the press, because now I'm transitioning my spine to the vertical foot. And then when I step up, I fold as I lift and I sink my leg. So folding is elbows. So if you're folding the elbow, you should be sinking in your knee, because the knee and the elbow has a relationship. The relationship between elbow and knees is the upper-lower coordination. So you have to build that relationship, but not physically using the strength. You have to sort of create the position with little strength. So using strength is the correct amount. So we say use your will and not strength. Yeah. Okay, so we're pretty close. So, yeah, okay.
So when the palm strikes face just before the two of them. One
The-
looks like it's straight on, the second one looks like you're twisting your body as you do it.
Yeah, yeah.
How do
Oh,
you
because your palm strike face. Yeah, so this is your setup, essentially. Could be a palm strike face. When you turn, you're drilling across like this. Because like this is one-dimensional. So when you're turning, 1, 2, 3. So the same thing happens, right? 1, 2, 3. So you're doing essentially the same motion to capture the hand as you would do with the, part the horse's mane. So my hand is here, right? And this is here. My hand goes like this, right? So this goes here, and this goes here. So you're striking like this, right? 1, 2, 3. See, my hand is here, right? 1, 2, 3.
So it's block attach.
Yeah. So either, see, it could be here, here, here. So when you're here, it's essentially this. That's your block. When you're here, this is the strike or
Attach.
not strike, but you can't get this hand out of the way if it's here unless you fold and turn, because you'll be in your own way, right? If I'm here and I come here, I'm in my own way, so I have to turn the body in order to do that. Just like when we do this, after we do that, I've turned. I have to fold, I have to draw my elbow out to create that. So that's coming around. So you manipulate your skeletal structure to create the space to move my arm. So in other words, if you're pushing in my hand here and it's trapped in there, how do I get my hand out? I have to maneuver my body, because if you're pressing against my hand, then it's pressed. So how do I make space? Right? You have to create the space. So you hollow the chest and you round back. So I'm here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So the body becomes more flexible. So that's why stiffness becomes a conflict. Tension becomes a conflict. So anyways, that's it for tonight. 7:30 Saturday Night Live. Oh, no, wait a second. It's Thursday. All right. So, okay, good. Salute. It was good.
Thank you.
Hope you got something out of that, and hope everyone else did. Okay, give us a thumbs up. See you next time in about 10 minutes. Oh, there's a whole crowd of people over there.